Well, hello, welcome everyone. Welcome here. um, thank you, thank you all for all coming to this live event. I wanted to bring together a this topic about growing the abundance, and there's a little bit of a digging before we get into that. Recently, I made a video, and this morning when I was getting everything prepared, I got an awareness of. Mindset was mind growth and how to go from a fixed point of view to a growth point of view. So that was a kind of mash up into the conversation, into the thought and preparation for the video. But we'll talk a little bit about that today as well. Is fundamental. Let's start. Well, hi, hello, welcome. So let's start with there are some points that we're gonna kind of break down. Thank you, love. There are some points that we're gonna break down into growing your abundance, and the first one I want to start with is mindset. And every single process that a human being wants to start necessarily needs to start with a mindset. The proper mindset will help us to get to the next step. And I have other programs where I also put the mindset as primary first step. In this case, I'm gonna kind of refer to an example so we see clear what do I mean by that. I've been living a fantastic relationship for over a year now. Hi, Haifa. And then one of the things that I did not really know how to position, but I knew from the beginning is how do I start my day with the correct mindset? How do I achieve that? How do I make it a habit? So there's something beyond the example of making your bed in the morning. And the Navy SEALs, that's a big thing, and especially the Army, they use that as a like a discipline, like a everyday discipline task, a must do, and there's a reason behind that. So what happened is every day that you make your bed and you leave it beautiful and impeccable, you not only accomplish your first goal of the day, but you only are expecting and you're looking forward for tomorrow. So you already know that in the first minutes of your day there's one goal accomplished. So that's how our brain works, and we start hunting for the next accomplishment, after the next accomplishment, after the next accomplishment. And somehow that gets confused a little bit with material abundance, but we're gonna focus for the moment in what it is the fundamentals of the abundance. After that, another example, and it's a beautiful example, is I've done this exercise several times where you take your wallet and you reorganize your wallet. You take everything out of it and then you put it back. Chances are that there's a lot of stuff you don't need anymore. So stop carrying all those old material or almost sentimental attachments, and help yourself to declutter and to move on to the new step, which I'm gonna call it the second main component on the search for abundance is support. Every single process that the human wants to achieve, it's very important, and the support is fundamental. But here's where the trick is. We are leaders of the world. We're not asking all the time for help, because can you imagine for one moment, 1 minute in life on earth that everyone will ask for help? Then it'll be a chaotic catastrophe. But we gotta come out of the shelf, and then we want to be able to offer support first. That's gonna help us to open up and receive. And don't be afraid of receive. When you offer support, the most fundamental energetic things that's gonna happen is all that's gonna revert. So now we have a few steps now. Now we're gonna implement a discipline or a daily activity to make us get better in our mindset. Hello, Christine. welcome. And then beyond that, we're going to look for support. And remember, not just to request support, but to provide support. There is a back and forth energy right there. So then we look into what many people call the dream. So people are afraid to dream. People think they don't deserve. Let's just put an example. On a hot, very hot day in a summer, like beginning of August, end of July, do you think there is anyone out there thinking that they don't deserve a little bit of a fresh breeze? You don't start thinking that way. You just stand up there and you feel it, and you let it go through your body. So the dream, we're gonna tweak a little bit the word. The dream is only a dream when it's not here. Once we're able to put it into a plan, it stops being a dream, and now it's a plan. Not something that a plan that has goals, activities, timeline, resources. There's going to be support around that. So never stop dreaming. It's very important to maintain that dream alive every single day, and that happens a lot in this relationship I started to everyone to tell about. We wake up very early in the morning, so we go conservatively late to bed because we work all day and we move around, and then we find abundance on certain things that are not material. The joy of your partner, the joy of your love. It's someone that you enjoy so much and you put so much attention and so much dedication and a lot of effort into a living with someone. So when you get to that point, there is no way to quantify how much have you invested into that. But there is a simple way to feel good about it, to take that and make it your abundance. Don't make that mistake that everything has to be material and it's going to be the right amount of abundance is going to be coming strictly on your bank account or what you think it's wealth for you or money. It's part of it, but it's not the main component. Now, there's another important point, and it's expanding your awareness. About that, I want to share with you one of my favorite books at the moment, and it's a fantastic author. It's Gary M. Douglas, and he's a creator of Access Consciousness, and he's got some memorable topics here. One of my favorite, it talks about goals, and one of the things that we see here about goals, I'm going to read a little bit about what's expanding your awareness. About it's not about money. All right. It's not about money. When you are trying to achieve or trying to buy everything, and you have this point of view that has to be done based on the number that has the tag, then your life starts changing a little bit in terms of frustration. Why? Sometimes it might be too expensive or too cheap, and that's not really a smart point of view. One of the things that we find in this book is that you actually, if it wasn't about the money, when you remove that price tag from what you really need or want with a purpose in life, then that becomes abundance at the moment that you obtain it. There's a clear example in the book where when you're going after a printer, and then the printer has different kind of prices, and there's all kind of printers, the one that actually works out better is the most expensive. But when you remove that price tag and then you move on, somehow, somewhere, you're going to obtain the machine that you really need and the price becomes irrelevant. But that's the abundance, is finding the way to accomplish that goal of getting what you need and taking away that worry about the price tag on it. There's another interesting part here, and it talks about, let's put it here for you. We are suggesting, in terms of your personal finances, money is not really the only component of being abundant or grow your abundance. But we do suggest, and Gary Douglas suggests, take a different approach to educating yourself. The first thing you need to do is find out how much money you have right now, how much do you owe, how much do you spend, and how much do you need to generate each month. In other words, if you don't have in order your finances, money then is going to become a stone in the shoe, and then always going to get you some sort of frustration. How much money do you have? Balance your checkbook so you know how much money you have. Be aware of where you are financially at all times. And what's your net worth? For those that we've done some net worth, well, it comes from the assets minus the liabilities. Some example of the assets could be your house, if you own the house, your vehicles, your jewelry, some art, collectibles, and money that you have invested, liquid in the bank account. Some people that has a gold, bullion, silver, you name it, everything that generates an asset and is a currency. Then you subtract the liabilities, everything that it's owed, the mortgage, the line of credit, credit cards, loans, money that you owe. And then when you do that difference, if the result is positive, that means you do have a net worth. So that means at any point you can do plans and you can count on that one, because you can sell everything, pay everything, and you still have a surplus that you can start a new life or you can do something. So those are fundamentals that we see in the book. And then as we can see, they are not the most important part of the topic of abundance, but it's a core of it, because everything moves around that. Now, and having a higher vision. So we gotta make an effort to stop the day-to-day thing. We gotta understand how to plan our day and plan our activities, and always keep up the higher vision. Chances are that what comes with that vision, it's called fulfillment. The real fulfillment, it comes of accomplishing a goal instead of obtaining a material thing. Just gonna ask to the people watching at this moment, what would you think is most relevant for you? Just finding $100 bill on the floor that just came to you, or having the pleasure to go to bed because we did all the chores that we needed to accomplish. We obtained that degree that we worked so hard for the last 2 years. This is more of a reflection that our life comes in terms of accomplishment of goals. So this all comes connected in terms of abundance. There's easier way to achieve financial success and abundance when we put all these things together. So let's do a recap of what we covered so far. So we start with a mindset, then getting a daily discipline where we do something that make us do, like the example of the bed, that we make us do a daily goal accomplished already first thing in the morning. Then support, not only learn how to ask for help, but be there, be a leader, and provide support to the people that need it the most. And then energetically we'll come back to you. Now, the other part is the dream. Make your dream a plan. And if you're struggling with that, private message me, that we can talk about that. But every time that we do what we dream And every time we accomplish part of that dream, the abundance, the feeling of abundance of that particular moment, it cannot be described. I'm getting goosebumps here. It's chill about that, because that is what's been happening the last, I don't even know, I don't want to count how long ago, but there's so much transformation, so much change in my life. I'm so motivated to share this with the world. So, okay, let's move on the points, and then I'll just tell you at the end what happened. Then expand your awareness. Understand about what really makes sense for you to pursue. Let's focus also and put our finances in order. If you do have a banker, financial advisor, or someone that you rely on your financials, fantastic. Go and see them, put them in order, do it yourself. If you need a little bit of guidance on that one, private message me as well. And then finally, we go into the higher vision. So we created this group because we are going to be providing financial education here and some transformational coaching. We are going through the basics first. We all can come here and share between us, and we can find topics about incomes, expenses, assets, liabilities, network, cash flow. That's a big one. In the future, we're gonna be taking financial advanced courses. Pretty sure some of you have heard of cryptocurrency, and might be a couple of you that are kind of with the antennas on and see what happened. So I'm bringing all these to the group, and we created this movement called I Am Financial Intelligence. So we're all going to be evolving from not really knowing a lot about finances to become financially intelligent. And then we do this through knowledge. And then we do this at this group, this particular one. We're going to do it by having fun, by inviting friends, by bringing people over, by liking, by sharing. All those posts. I like a post I saw today, and it was about mind growth from Fix One. And I love it. I love it because when I looked at it, it was a long time ago. Hey Alex, how you doing, buddy? So it was a long time ago, and it came to me, and it refreshed my memory, and it's so amazing to be in sync with everyone and understanding the same concepts and just going for it. So we all can do this together. There are certain things that some of you, they're way more experts than others, and we can share that knowledge. But here's what happened. We've been in dark ages for a very, very long time. There's always been, financial has always been a heavy topic. It's been, oh my God, it's like, don't talk to me about that. I don't want to talk about my finances. I get all freaked out. I get, hey Paula, my ojitos. And then we stop right there, and then we never deal with it. And then one of the things that we wish we could do at that moment is, hey, I could do this myself. I don't have to look at the banker. I don't have to be ashamed of talking to the accountant, or I don't want to ask to anyone because they may think I don't know anything. I'm ignorant, or you name it. But that's not for you to blame. That's been part of the system. The system is created so then we don't really understand financials, and it's complex. Or can anyone explain to me how does the interest compound on a credit card works? How much exactly based on your balance you pay on your credit card based on interest? It's a complex formula, and you have to spend hours and get a headache before you understand. But there are other options. You don't need to do that. We can share here information and topics, and we can share tips and tactics. And the best thing is that I will be bringing the formal education, the formal chapters. I'll bring my expertise to all the group, so then we learn from it, and then we evolve. The day a human, stop the ignorance about financials and then become somehow financial intelligence, that day the finances start changing and his financial reality start changing into positive. And that's the mission of this movement. So to all of you, if you have friends, family, relatives, extended family that you know that this is going to benefit them, bring into the group. Bring into the group. If you do have something to share with the group, there's the group right there. Do your post. Let us know what you feel is important every day about financials, about financial education. Do you have an experience that you want to share with us and you did not know how to deal with it? That you did not understand really what was happening at the bank, with a credit card company, with a loan, with a situation. If you need help to moving your credit from just evolve to the next level, get contact with me. Just put it on the group. Someone may have more information, but we are here together in this movement, and we will get financially intelligent. We're gonna learn so much, and we're gonna kind of brush off all these things that we have in the past, and we're gonna tell the system in the past like, hey, I don't want any more debt. It's go away. I can manage myself now. So that's the idea with all this group. That was my speech about growing your abundance. Remember, focus on goals achievement. Take care of your financials. Just leave them in order. Put your mindset. Get support. This group is a great resource for your support. And you're gonna start seeing the results very soon. You're gonna start seeing everything changing. Well, with no more to say, and thank you so much to everyone for coming today. Until next time, I'm planning to do this for next Tuesday, so stay tuned. You'll receive the notification. So, what do you say if we start doing Tuesday and Thursday? Perfect, excellent. Okay, well, let's do that. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Have an excellent day. Go and have an abundant day. Go and get someone that you love. Give them 1,000 hugs, 1,000,000 hugs. Give them that beautiful thing that is called love. That's the biggest asset that you have, by the way. No problem. My pleasure, Haifa. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Love for all of you. Stay smart. Bye for now.